Despite having the most successful and culturally relevant albums of 2018 and 2023 with Astroworld and Utopia, Travis Scott has not just missed out on winning a Grammy for Best Rap Album, but he has been snubbed in some of the award show's biggest upsets, and the reason why will shock you. Now, when it comes to the Grammys, people always give them flack for misrepresenting the best artists and albums, and this is especially true in the rap world, but when we look at the Grammys' relationship with hip-hop, the issue goes a lot deeper than just disagreeing with the fans and upsetting rappers themselves. In the almost 40 years that the Grammys has acknowledged hip-hop as a legitimate part of the musical ecosystem, there has only been one categorized rap album to ever win Album of the Year, with that being Outkast's Speaker Box The Love Below, which was really a pop album led by massive radio hits like Hey Ya and Roses, and outside of this one half-hearted win for rap, the Grammys have never recognized a traditional hip-hop project to be the best album of a respective year, and the reason why they've been able to get away with this is because of the game that they set up to deceive anybody from ever even realizing this for the longest time. As hip-hop became a bigger and bigger musical power, while the Grammys have never recognized the industry-shaping records that come from the rap world in their main category, they were able to keep the peace with some of the most outspoken and charismatic figures in all of music by always picking pretty safe picks for the Best Rap Album award. From Eminem and Kanye West receiving a total of 10 Grammys in this category between 2000 and 2015, to Kendrick Lamar becoming a lock to win the Best Rap Album anytime he has dropped since becoming the superstar we know him as today. While the Grammys don't respect hip-hop when comparing rappers to the biggest pop stars in the world, they have generally picked the most beloved hip-hop projects by the most beloved MCs in the dedicated rap category, and this kept the peace between the Grammys and hip-hop until they made one unforgettable mistake. The first time we saw the wrath of hip-hop culture unleashed on the Grammys was when Macklemore and Ryan Lewis took home Best Rap Album for The Heist in 2014 over Kendrick Lamar's Good Kid Mad City, Kanye West's Yeezus, Drake's Nothing Was the Same, and Jay-Z's Magna Carta Holy Grail, and while the culture exploded when this happened, enraged that they could give such a prized award that was dominated only by the greatest MCs to an album that was just a glorified pop rap record, the Grammys quickly corrected courses over the next few years to savor their relationship with both rappers and fans alike. From giving Kendrick Lamar Best Rap Album for records like To Pimp a Butterfly and Damn, to even giving a surprising win to Chance the Rapper for his mixtape Coloring Book. For a period of time, it seemed like the Grammys weren't just respecting hip-hop, but they were beginning to actually understand the true value and worth of the genre as an art form until the unexpected happened. Now, while the 2014 Grammys were a warning shot to hip-hop about just how disrespected some of the greatest artistic accomplishments from a rapper can be, it would be 2019 that would do irreversible damage as the Grammys turned hip-hop against them in a way that they still haven't recovered from, as after nominating albums that defined hip-hop's core principles in Pusha T's Daytona and Nipsey Hussle's Victory Lap, flying out the late Mac Miller's Family to honor his emotional final album Swimming, and of course nominating Travis Scott, who had the biggest album in the world with his 2018 LP Astroworld. In a year of all-time excellence for hip-hop, after nominating all of these great artists with great albums, they ended up giving the award to Cardi B's Invasion of Privacy, and the aftermath of this was catastrophic. Now, between giving the best album to a record that, despite being commercially successful, held nowhere near the merit of the other records or the cultural significance of Astroworld, and this Grammys also featuring an artist as big as Drake dissing the awards and denouncing their worth as he was accepting one, what this year did was open artists and fans' eyes alike about how the Best Rap Album category is not used to honor the best record of a respective year, but has simply been there to appease and retain hip-hop fans' viewership while doing nothing actually to honor or respect the culture. A superstar like Travis Scott and his era-defining record, and a deceased artist like Mac Miller's names were used to gain viewership and attention just for them to be disrespected, and when it comes to getting this type of treatment from the Grammys. Eminem actually spoke about this in 2018, saying, "And don't get us all here to use as your selling point to your show and stiff everybody every single time. After that point in time, I said don't ever ask me to come here again. My answer is no for 100 million years," which was in reference to Eminem's own last time at the Grammys, as he realized that his image and name were being used to boost viewership while not actually respecting the work he has done. Now, the Grammys tried to course correct all of this mess in 2020 by giving the Best Rap Album to a beloved project in the culture with Tyler the Creator's Igor, but despite giving the award to an LP that everybody could agree was phenomenal, Tyler would say after winning Best Rap Album for a record that was more of a pop album that it sucks that whenever we, and I mean guys that look like me, do anything that's genre bending or that's anything, they always put in a rap or urban category. I don't like that urban word, it's just a politically correct way to say the N-word to me, and after once again receiving controversy for the failure to understand the hip-hop audience. The Grammys would do another massive course correction in 2020, picking relatively smaller records that defined the term pure hip-hop, and while they went on to give a rapper like Nas his long overdue first Grammy, it was clear to more people than ever that these awards don't really stand for anything. So forward to today, and more than ever at this very moment, rap fans know that everything the Grammys do, even when it seems like they get something right, are done with ill intentions. While Kendrick Lamar won Best Rap Album in 2023 with Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers, this doesn't change the fact that Jack Harlow and DJ Khaled stole nominations from deserving rappers, or the fact that Kendrick lost out on Album of the Year to Harry Styles. So when we get to now, and we look at Travis Scott's Utopia losing out on Best Rap Album and not even receiving a nomination for Album of the Year, the exploitative nature of the Grammys has never been more apparent. First off, I want to say that it is not a bad pick at all that Killer Mike's Michael won the Best Rap Album, as this is an amazing record in its own regard, but I will say this. Utopia is a better album, but what's actually relevant to this topic is that choosing Michael over Utopia will go on to destroy the show's relationship with hip-hop in a way that I don't think will be restored to the degree that it was ever once at. Now, to understand why the Grammys' apparent hatred for Travis Scott will be their demise, all you need to do is just understand the history of the awards themselves. The Best Rap Album has always been used as a trophy to appease hip-hop fans from throwing an absolute riot and boycotting the awards in the future, and now that this is no longer happening, the cracks are showing and people are already livid. We're at a point where a rap legend like Killer Mike is being villainized and disrespected because of the Grammys, and people are already making memes about him getting arrested on Grammy night saying that he robbed Travis Scott and this is why he's in handcuffs. And if you think this will stop here, this hatred towards everything Grammy endorsed and related will continue until next year, because this is just more fuel onto the fire of the culture from what happened back in 2019 with Cardi B. Now, the reason why Travis Scott specifically is the point of contention about the future and failure of the Grammys is because what Travis is to the current generation is what Eminem or Kanye West were to the last. Could you imagine if Eminem lost out on winning a Grammy for the Marshall Mathers LP or the Eminem Show, or if Kanye did on the College Dropout, Late Registration, or Graduation? I'd imagine if either of them did at the very prime of their career, at the very peak of their popularity, the show would have fallen apart way quicker than it already is by failing to honor the staples that are defining the genre in the award you created specifically to keep them happy. And now currently, without doing this, and I don't think the Grammys realize this, their entire scheme is destroyed. So overall, when we look at the Best Rap Album Award in the Grammys and understand how it has been used as a mere tool to keep hip-hop fans quiet while they use rap culture for viewership without actually respecting the music that so many artists have sunk their heart into, as the award show is now failing to even understand how to do this, as they use a rapper as irrelevant to the youth as Travis Scott for views, yet refuse to hand him awards in the same vein they did to other artists in his very place. I wouldn't be surprised to see the Grammys stumble in viewership more and more as they lose the most popular genre in music's already waning support. So as rap fans and so much of the music world are once again leaving Grammy season disappointed and frustrated, feeling like everything they enjoy is being mistreated and misrepresented, I actually think this quote from Drake really puts all of the anger that we collectively feel into perspective. This show isn't the facts, it's just the opinion of a group of people whose names are kept secret. Congrats to anybody winning anything for hip-hop, but this show doesn't dictate shit in our world. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to subscribe. Your support helps me out a ton. Let me know what you thought of the 2024 Grammys. I can't wait to hear what you have to think about this in the comments, and let me know, was Travis Scott robbed or did Killer Mike deserve it? Mr. F, Fantastic Hip Hop, signing out. Catch you in the next video.